Good afternoon students, I am Divya Shoti and I am going to deal with MWE lab. Today we are going to look into the experiment called as attenuation measurement. Aim of this experiment is to verify the functioning of variable attenuator. That means we are going to vary the variable attenuator, and that means we are going to introduce some amount of attenuation, and whether that is going to be affected on the output or not, that's what we are going to observe today. So now move on to the experiment. This is the Klystron power supply. As you all know that for Klystron power supply, the beam voltage should be at minimum position, and we need to vary the Rippler voltage. But for this particular experiment, once we vary the Rippler voltage, and we need to vary it in such a way that we should get the maximum square wave output in the CRO. So once after you get the maximum value of your square wave, we no need to vary the Rippler voltage. So I varied the Rippler voltage. So at a value of 250 volts, you can observe that in the CRO. At a value of 250 volts in power supply, I got the square wave with this particular amplitude, and I will try to calculate its amplitude. You can just see that as the CRO probe is connected to channel 1, we need to take the value in channel 1, and it is 0.5 volts. Channel 1, its knob is at 0.5 volts, and the square wave, it is in 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is in 4 boxes. So 4 into 0.5, that is nothing but 2 volts. So the maximum output that I can get for the maximum value of ripple voltage is 2 volts. So now I am going to vary this particular variable attenuator, and now we need to see whether the attenuation, the topic whatever we have discussed in theory classes, like if attenuation is there, output is going to be reduced, whether this particular statement is correct or not, that we are going to verify by varying this variable attenuator. Okay, and serial number first, I am going to introduce the attenuation. It will be having maximum of 25 dB. So I am writing it down. So when it is at 25 dB, we don't find any changes, and the voltage that we got is 4 into 0.5, that is nothing but 2 volts. So now I am going to introduce a 20 dB. Now it is at 25 dB attenuation, and now I am going to vary this to 20 dB and just try to observe is there any changes in the CRO output or not. I am slowly varying this to 20 dB. Yeah, now it was set to 20 dB. At 20 dB, just try to note down what is the V peak to peak of output. I think there is no much change in it. So the change is 1, 2, 3, 4. It remains same. That is nothing but 4 into 0.5. That is nothing but 2 volts only we are getting for 20 dB also. So now let's try to introduce 15 dB of attenuation. I am varying the amount in order to introduce an attenuation of 15 dB. Okay, and at 15 dB also you can observe in the CRO that there is no much change, so I am not noting it down. So I just want to note down a value where I can observe the change in the output. So now slowly I am introducing the attenuation. Try to observe the output in the CRO. Yeah, now the output started reducing, that you can see. So now the attenuation that I introduced is 6, 7, 8, 9 dB. The third value that I introduced is for 9 dB. You can see the change in the output. You just try to measure it V peaks to peak. You can note it down as 1, 2, 3, 3.6 into 0.5. 3.6 into 0.5. What could be its value? 3.6 into 0.5, so 1.8 volts. So previously the output is 2 volts. After introducing the attenuation of 9 dB, I am going to get the output as 1.8 volts. That means the output got reduced. Furthermore, I will try to add the attenuation. Okay, yeah, you can observe in the CRO that it is varying. It is varying, and now the value is 6, 7, 8. So at this time I introduced 8 dB of attenuation, and you can observe the change in output as 1, 2, 3. It is 3.4. 3.4 into 0.5. So it is going to be 1.7 volts. So now directly I'll introduce an attenuation of 5 dB, so you can see the much variation. See, at 5 dB you can clearly see the changes in here. This is entirely square wave only, but due to the introduction of attenuation, the wave was like that. So now I'll try to measure its V peak to peak. It is now completely in two boxes, 2 into 0.5. 2 into 0.5, that is nothing but 1 volt. See, you just try to observe. Initially, when we don't introduce any attenuation, we got the V peak to peak as 2 volts. So when I introduced an attenuation, now the V peak to peak of output is reduced to 1 volt. So now still I introduce the attenuation. Let us see what could be the changes in output. Now till now I have introduced the 5 dB, and now I am going to introduce 1 dB of attenuation. You can see in this CRO the output is getting reduced and reduced. I just want to note down the value at 3 dB. You can note down the value at any point of attenuation, but for a clear variation I am just noting down at 3 dB. So now, yes, now the sixth value that I am taking is 3 dB. At 3 dB you can clearly see that there is a much variation in the output. And now the channel 1 value, it is 0.5, and the wave is, it is completed in 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.7. So 0.7 into 0.5. 0.7 into 0.5. How much are we going to see? 0.35 volts we got it as. A 2 volt signal is being reduced to 0.35 volts with the introduction of attenuation. So now I am trying to introduce the maximum attenuation. See, you can see the clear clarity in this particular CRO that now the wave value is 0. The wave value is 0 after providing the maximum attenuation. That means we met our aim. What is our aim? In order to verify the functioning of this variable attenuator. So as we are introducing the attenuation, we can observe the changes in the output that was clearly noted down in this particular tabular column. This is the value of the attenuation that we are introducing, and these are the variations that we can observe in the V peak to peak of the output. So with this we are done with our experiment. Thank you, and we'll see the next experiment in the next video. Thank you.